Hello, how are we doing? Good, I hope. Well, today I thought about this. I said, you know what? It would be great to share some practical points about how to manage stress in our lives. We all we all experience stress. Don't be fooled. Don't let anyone say they are not stressed out. They don't experience it. We all experience stress to some level or not. So I thought it would be good to share some practical points in how to manage stress. You know, since we all experience it, why not share it with one another? All right. So first and foremost, uh, focus on small improvements rather than large renovations in your life. Small versus large. Secondly, make self care your top priority. Make self care your top priority. No, too many times we don't take care of ourselves. We take care of everybody else and leave ourselves out. Then we become stressed, even sick, because we don't make ourselves a priority. That is so important. Uh, Thirdly, do things that make you feel purposeful and joyful. You know, do the things you like every once in a while. Every once in a while, you do something you like to do. All right. Excuse my sinuses. I'm so sorry. Um, and for embrace the power of God in your life. That is so important. Not only embrace it, empower yourself with God. How to do that? You meditate on the scriptures. You sing songs. You share the gospel. You communicate and collaborate with other Christians or friends that are not Christians. You still can communicate with them. So, but whichever way you choose to do it, or it comes about in your life, embrace the power of God. Embrace the power, and God will give you what you need and how you need to do the things you need to do in your life for managing stress. Uh, uh, Embrace the power of nature. You know, take some time to go outside. That's so important. Take a brisk walk around the corner, around the house, uh, to bring in the fresh air. Too many times we're locked in our houses and we're just breathing the same old air all the time. So go outside, you know, even just for a brief second around the block, around your house, around in the little area that you have. It's better than nothing, you know. All right. Sixth thing, let go of perfectionism. This is so key. I'm going to stay here a little bit. Excuse me. Let go of being a perfectionist. Too many times we want to be perfect people, and we are not perfect people. If we were perfect people, we would be where? With God. There are no perfect people on earth. There are no. So stop striving for perfectionism, you know, and because that creates extra stress in your life. People expect people in certain positions to be perfect, like me. I'm a minister of the gospel, and I'm married to a pastor, and he's a pastor of church. So, you know, they have these preconceived notions that people who live as pastors' wives and have a pastor as a husband, they're perfect. No, we're not. We experience the same things that you do. We're not perfect, but what makes the difference, if you think that way, is the power of God in our lives. That's what makes the difference. Without God, I couldn't do this. I would be, I would be lost. So I'm not a perfectionist. I don't claim to be, don't want to be. So we have to exercise a level of tolerance, a level of discipline, a level of balance in our lives. So, because I remember this, to manage that stress, you have to have the power of God at the forefront of, of your life, you know. Uh, and then I want to leave this with you. Instead of aiming for perfectionism, progress that without God. Aim for progress that has God at the forefront, and celebrate every little victory along the way. Too many times we only want to celebrate the big things in our lives, but the little things matter too. They really do. So celebrate the little victories along the way, even if it requires making it through one day at a time. Isn't that what life is about? Making one day at a time. You know, like I said, too many of us want to do everything at one time, and then we get stressed out, we get overwhelmed, and if we continue to live like that, we're going to be sick. We're going to be burned out all the time. You know, and that's part of being a wise person is to know your limit, know how far you can go with something. So I admonish you today, and I celebrate you today. I empower you, and I'm praying for you that today will be a beginning of managing your stress. Like I said before, we all have stress, and we all have to learn how to manage stress so stress won't manage us. Don't you want to be in control? I'd rather be in control than have something else in control of me. You know, when I'm in control of it, I can tell it what to do. But when it's controlling me, it's telling me what to do. So I don't want anything to control me. I want to control it. And you have God on your side. Now I'm going to do a part two where I give you some spiritual aspects also of this. This is mostly natural. I'm going to give you a part two is going to be spiritual aspects of how to manage stress. But this is basically it. If you follow, and this is not all. This is not. Trust me. This was just a little bit of what I want to share with you. Like I said, it's a part two, maybe a part 3, 4, 5. Who knows? So these are just practical things you can begin to do now. You don't need any type of extra exercise equipment or anything to buy. It's practical things you can do right now, today. You know, you can do it right now. And you can even add your own practical ways to relieve stress. Too many of us want to relieve stress by being angry. And know why that happens? When we get angry, it's because we have let that stress level build up to the point where it's the top of your head just flies off, in a sense, metaphorically. So don't let yourself get to the point where you are so angry and so stressed out where you can't do anything but be angry. We don't want to do that. And so, God admonishes us about being angry. Because when we're angry, we tend to be in a more prominent position to sin. We don't want to do that. So I want to leave you with those little tidbits. I pray they do help. And come back with part 2. And I'll talk to you later. Be less stressed today. Bountiful blessings. I love you. Bye.